What's going on, you guys? Gaming Addict here. Today I'm coming at you with today's video is going to be a game. We're going to talk about a game named Titanfall 2, the highly rated sequel to Respawn's game of 2014. A lot of you guys may have noticed that a lot of people are not playing this on your friends list, and there has even been some reports in the UK that it's not selling very well over there. But we don't know those exact numbers because the NPDs aren't out at this point. And I wanted to take a few, minutes to explain a couple reasons why I think the game isn't selling as much as it could. Number one, this is not my number one thing, but one of the reasons is the change of the marketing deal. For the first time, I think in the entire time I've been a gamer, one particular company lost the rights to market a game a couple months before it came out. In case I'm wrong, put it in the comment section. Tell me. Definitely would like to know. And I'm not saying this had a huge impact in, this game as a whole, because I don't think that would have mattered if Sony would have kept it the entire time. But I feel like if it would have stuck with one person, one company, the entire rodeo, I think it would have been a lot better there. But, it might not have hurt it too much, but one would think you put enough money and enough work into marketing for one particular console and you just switch at the last minute, I feel like it hurt their marketing team as a whole. So and it's like I said, I'm not saying that that's the reason this game isn't selling the greatest at all. That's just one of the clusters I think does belong to it. Second one is the release date. I don't know what EA was thinking. I don't know what Respawn was thinking, because one of them clearly messed up. This game came out on October the 28th, which would not be a problem. October is generally a decent month to release a game on, but not this year. That day that it came out, a hit game from Bethesda known as Skyrim, the special edition, was released. And a week prior to that, Battlefield 1, a direct competition to Titanfall. But the thing is Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2 are both published by EA. So Battlefield could have definitely been pushed back, or Titanfall could have been pushed forward. Who knows what would have happened? I think they probably would have pushed Titanfall 2 to 2017 before they did anything with Battlefield. And then a week after Titanfall 2 came out, Call of Duty came out. I don't think it was a week. I think it was a week and a couple days. And, it made a lot of gamers choose between these titles. A lot of people won't have money to buy, what is that? That's Skyrim, Call of Duty. That's 4 games. That's a lot. That's a bill. So, a lot of people had to choose between these games. Especially the shooters. The big 3 shooters that came out this year. Titanfall, Call of Duty, and Battlefield. Big thing, Battlefield was a hit. If Battlefield would have been a flop, I think a lot of people would have jumped towards Titanfall. People would have traded the game in. People would have returned it, and Titanfall would have sold better. But Battlefield 1 was clearly a success, and that really hurt Titanfall for selling. Okay, and Call of Duty is a Colossus, and it came out afterwards, so it didn't hurt Titanfall as much. But when you have 3 big shooters coming out so close to each other, you don't need all 3. I think that had a little bit to do. But this next topic, I think, had the key thing and the thing that started everything. It was that beta that they gave us a couple months ago. I think it was called a tech test or something for Titanfall 2. That made people think that Titanfall was not Titanfall. That made people think that, that classic Titanfall is just Call of Duty with mechs. That made them think that's what Titanfall was. They put the Titans on a kind of a kill streak or score streak from Call of Duty. So, a lot of people was not feeling it at the time. And it really hurt this brand. And they were fixing it throughout the tech test. But a lot of people uninstalled after the first couple matches. And it hurt them overall. And it sucks because this game is a good game. So, I do think all those generally had a lot to do. I think it was, release date and beta was the biggest reasons this game didn't sell well. The beta, if it would have went flawless, like the release game actually is, the retail game, I think the release date wouldn't have mattered as much because everyone knew that it was a solid game. But when you have people going in there and they don't know what to think because, you know, they weren't the biggest fan of the beta, you can't really blame them for not buying the game. But I've been told the single player is solid. I've only played the multiplayer because I'm a huge multiplayer fan of Titanfall. But that's the reasons that I believe that Titanfall isn't selling the greatest. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching my video. Like if you guys don't mind. Subscribe always helps. Share my video. Like it to get as many content as possible. Watch my Iron Lords podcast. Definitely been doing that Destiny podcast here lately. And thank you guys for watching. Gaming Addict out.